home and Jamaicans abroad on Power 106 FM. We will not take sides, but we listen to your side. Stay with us as we explore news, present the facts, speak with the experts, and as always, listen to both sides. What's your story? Tell us on both sides of the story by calling our local numbers 876-922-41125. You can listen to both sides of the story on the Power 106 FM app via the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, as well as on onespotmedia.com. Plus, listeners in the USA can dial 631-359-8281 to listen. And if you're in the UK and you wish to dial a number to listen to Power 106 FM, you can call 0330-606-0953. You can watch both sides of the story live on the Dervan Malcolm Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Both Sides 106. Email bothsides106@live.com. Send your WhatsApp voice notes, audio messages, and text messages to 876-365-3346. Remember, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we can listen twice as much as we speak. So stay with us as we listen to both sides of the story.
Both sides of the story. Knowledge is power. Classes in session, Power 106.
2 roads diverged in a wood, and sorry I could not travel both and be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth, then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted weir. Though as for that, the passing there had warned them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere, ages and ages hence, 2 roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference.
Said it's a hard road to travel, the rough way to go. But I can't turn back. My heart is fixed. My mind is made up. Though I'll never stop. My faith will sing. Better tell you, I'm all alone. This lonesome road I roam, I've got no love. Oh, my very own. Oh, the river gets deeper, the hills get steeper, and the pain gets deeper every day. In the rough way to go. Said it's a hard road to travel. In the rough way to go. But I can't turn back. is fixed, my mind's made up. Though I never stop in my faith, we'll see me through. One more thing, I dream of home, far beyond the sea, where there is love, peace and joy for me. Oh, in my eyes I see troubles and danger for me, but destiny, where my destiny leads me, I must go. Yeah, yeah. I've got a hard road to travel, rough way to go. Said it's a hard road to travel, in the rough way to go. But I get to that, my heart is fixed, my mind's made up. Though I'll never stop, my faith will see me through. Oh, help me somebody, yeah. Help me somebody. Somebody please help me right now. Need somebody.
A Hard Road to Travel, Jimmy Cliff. And before that, the poetry of Robert Frost, The Road Not Taken. 2021 to 2030 is still the International Decade of Healthy Aging, the International Decade of Ecosystem Restoration, the International Decade of Ocean Science for Sustainable Development, the Decade of Action for Road Safety, and the UN International Decade of Indigenous Languages. It's the 26th day of the 10th month of 2023, the International Year of Millets. And by now you would know that a millet is a cereal grown in warm countries and regions with poor soils, bearing a large crop of small seeds, which are chiefly used to make flour. 2023 is also the International Year of Dialogue as a guarantee of peace. Put another way, it's the 26th day of the 5th month of the 2023 North Atlantic hurricane season, and the National Hurricane Center in Miami, Florida is reporting that a strong extratropical cyclone, formerly Tammy, associated with an occluded front, is located a few hundred miles east-southeast of Bermuda. There's a possibility that the system could regain tropical or subtropical characteristics while it meanders over the northwestern Atlantic through early next week. Regardless of development, the system has the potential to bring gusty winds and heavy rainfall to Bermuda during the next couple of days. Interests in the area should monitor the progress of the system. Closer to home, the local weather report is that there's a trough across Jamaica. And again, by now you have an idea whenever you hear the word trough, some level of instability in the weather, unstable weather, or some people call it bad weather. Well, it is what it is. It is all a part of nature. And so there is a trough across Jamaica. The trough is expected to remain across the island for the next several days. This afternoon will become cloudy with showers and thunderstorms across sections of most parishes, especially southern and northeastern parishes. It will be windy across northern parishes, and tonight, look for lingering isolated showers and thunderstorms across sections of northeastern parishes. Partly cloudy elsewhere. Tomorrow morning, expect showers and isolated thunderstorms across eastern and North central parishes, isolated afternoon showers and thunderstorms mainly across southern parishes and windy across northern parishes. We've been receiving, by virtue of these downpours, the rains that we've had over the last couple of days or so. It's a reminder that we should be prepared as well in more ways than one, not only in terms of our household and those who dwell therein, but in terms of the children who have to go to school, and they normally have to travel with a bag of books and other learning tools. And what we have always suggested, especially at back to school time, is that parents and guardians ensure that they purchase the insulated backpacks, those that have an added shield of protection from the elements.
Partners presents the Minard Livestock Show and Beef Festival 2023. Minard Estate, Calf and Goat Scramble, Kiddies Village, and much more. $400, adults $800. Gates open at 8 a.m. Come out in your numbers.
The month of October is still being observed as Jamaica Red Cross Month, Oral Health Month, Lupus Awareness Month, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we are so encouraged by the stories we're hearing and reading, and the support that our women have been receiving, or as far as breast cancer awareness is concerned, and the level of solidarity, the high level of solidarity that we've been seeing right across the corporate world and our communities, etc., in support of our women. Long may it continue, and as we continue to work in that regard, and the scientists and the oncologists and all the other health and medical professionals do what they need to do to find solutions for our women and our men too. Men do get breast cancer as well. So let's continue to do all we can to play our part in the fight against breast cancer and indeed other cancers. So it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and there are a couple other. Have they exhausted the road races? I think there are a couple of, trying to remember how many of them have gone already. Right, but there are those as well. And it's this month of October is also Pregnancy and Infant Loss Awareness Month. It's National Egg Month, National Heritage Month. The Jamaica Manufacturers and Exporters Association, JMEA, also want to remind all of us that October is Manufacturers Month. It's also Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and NCB has been putting information in the general public to assist in creating a greater level of awareness. That we have taken note of. It's also Domestic Violence Awareness Month and Correctional Services Awareness Month. In the United Kingdom, October is being celebrated as Black History Month. And let's not forget that October is also Legal Deposit Month, and the National Library of Jamaica is encouraging every national publisher in Jamaica to, within 1 month of the publication of any document which he or she publishes in Jamaica, deposit in the legal depository the number of copies specified. This week is being, well, last year this time, because we we've been checking and we haven't seen updated data from some of the sites we usually lean on to confirm if the celebrations of last year carry through to this year, or if they are truly annual, or is it that those who organized last year's events, for whatever reason, decided not to go ahead with similar celebrations or observances this year. But for what it's worth, last year this time we were observing Public Health Inspectors Week under the theme Strengthening Environmental Health, Lessons Learned from the Pandemic. This week is also Fire Life Safety Awareness Week, and it's also global. This period has been observed as well as Global Media and Information Literacy Week, and activities continue on this World Development Information Day. It's Angam Day in Nauru, Armed Forces Day in Benin and Rwanda. It's a national day in Austria, and Saint Demetrius Day in Bulgaria. Hoy es jueves el 26 de octubre 2023 y les saludamos en cualquier parte del mundo que nos están escuchando en este momento. Estamos muy agradecidos por el don de la vida y el privilegio de servirles en otra edición de su programa Both Sides of the Story, ambos lados de la historia. Nunca vamos a tomar su audiencia por sentado, porque sabemos que ustedes tienen otras opciones, y esta es la razón por la cual jamás olvidamos darle las gracias por elegir Both Sides of the Story, ambos lados de la historia, de lunes a viernes desde las 2 hasta las 5 de la tarde, aquí en Power 106 FM. La misión continúa para educar, capacitar, iluminar y estimular el espíritu empresarial. Bienvenidos. C'est jeudi le 26 octobre 2023 et nous vous saluons tous qui nous écoutez où que vous soyez dans le monde. Nous sommes reconnaissants du don de la vie ainsi que du privilège d'être à votre service par une nouvelle édition de votre programme Both Sides of the Story, le pour et le contre. Nous ne considérons pas votre fidélité comme l'un de soi parce que nous savons que vous avez l'embarras du choix. C'est pourquoi nous n'oublions jamais de vous remercier de choisir d'écouter Both Sides of the Story, le pour et le contre, du lundi au vendredi de 2h à 5h de l'après-midi sur notre antenne Power 106 FM. Nous continuons notre mission d'éduquer, d'habiliter, d'éclairer et d'encourager l'esprit d'entreprise. Bienvenue. All we're saying is it's Thursday, the 26th of October, 2023, and we greet you well, wherever in the world you are listening to us right now. We remain eternally grateful for the gift of life and the privilege to serve you on yet another edition of your program, Both Sides of the Story. We don't ever take your listenership for granted because we know you have choices. And that's why we never ever forget to remember to say thanks for choosing to listen to Both Sides of the Story, Monday to Friday, 2 to 5, right here on Power 106 FM. The mission continues to educate, empower, enlighten, and encourage entrepreneurship. Welcome. So we've started paying attention to the calendar in terms of the days right now as we get closer to the end of 2023. And I believe it's now the 299th day of the year, which means there are 66 days left in 2023, and Christmas Day is just about 59 days away. I hope we didn't startle you too much by our mention of Christmas, but so it is. We're ahead, all things being well. That is going to happen. On this day in 1776, exactly 1 month to the day after being named an agent of a diplomatic mission by the Continental Congress, Benjamin Franklin set sail from Philadelphia for France, with which he was to negotiate and secure a formal alliance and treaty. The publisher of one of Spanish Town's earliest newspapers has Benjamin Franklin to thank. William Daniels published the St. Diego de la Vega Gazette based on training he received at the printery of the famous American Benjamin Franklin in Philadelphia. Benjamin Franklin, as we've told you before on this program, was one of the founding fathers of the United States of America. He was a noted polymath, leading author and printer, political theorist, politician, postmaster, scientist, inventor, satirist, civic activist, statesman, and diplomat. As a scientist, he was a major figure in the American Enlightenment and the history of physics for his discoveries and theories regarding electricity. He invented the lightning rod, bifocals, the Franklin stove, a carriage odometer, and the glass harmonica. He formed both the first public lending library in America and the first fire department in Pennsylvania. The first Spanish jacks imported to the United States arrived in Boston this day in 1785. They were a gift from King Charles III of Spain. George Washington bred them, resulting in the first donkeys to be born in America. The donkey, like the horse, was brought to the New World by the Spaniards, the first arriving in 1493 on Columbus's second voyage. Like the other quadrupeds brought on that voyage, it thrived in the fertile Antilles. The donkey belongs to the horse family, Equidae, but has a much longer historical association with humans. Wild asses from early times were found in the dry parts of East Africa and Arabia and were domesticated from the time of the Roman Empire. Since then, the donkey has proven a most useful assistant of mankind, providing transportation, motive labor as pack animals, and in producing mules by mating a jack, that's a male ass, with a mare, female horse. Mules are sterile, that is, cannot reproduce their own, but are regarded as genetically superior to parents on both sides, being stronger and of greater endurance. Let's pause there for the time being. We still have a lot more, but we'll hold it there for the time being. And thank you for joining us here on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM. If you're tuned in for the first time, welcome. I'm Dervan Malcolm. Good to have you on board. Natalie Winter says, good afternoon all from Washington Gardens, Kingston 20, Jamaica. Have a wonderful day, she says. And some more messages. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to Ricardo in Glengoff, St. Catherine. who is always tuned in. Hello to Audrey Smith. She says, afternoon, Dervan and listeners everywhere. The clocks go back 1 hour here on Saturday midnight. So Sunday will be 5 hours ahead of you. We will be 5 hours ahead of you in Jamaica instead of 6. Take care, everyone. And you do likewise, Audrey Smith in Southampton in England. Thank you very much for your message. And speaking of messages, our text line is the same as the WhatsApp number, 876-365-3346.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
2:30. It's the super saving sales event you don't want to miss. Now on at Home and Things. Save on just about everything in store. Tiles, bathroom fixtures, faucets, vanities, lighting, windows, doors, home decor, and more. Get ready for the holidays with super savings on all your construction finishes from Home and Things. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and now TikTok. It's the super saving sales event at Home and Things, Old Hook Road and Constant Spring Road. Jamaica bills with Home and Things. For me, oh, with my eyes I see it. Troubles and danger for me, but destiny, where my destiny leads me, I must go. Yeah, yeah, I've got a hard road to travel. Rough way to go. Said it's a hard road to travel. In the rough way to go. When I can't turn back, heart is fixed, my mind's laid out. Though I'll never stop, my faith will see.
Quite a few messages came in earlier today, and there are others that came in yesterday, like this one from Howie. He says, good afternoon, teacher. The sun is 70% out now at class today. It is cold locally. Theme song, is it Johnny Cash or Nash? It's Cash. It's Cash. And we also have Cuban in Georgia saying the time has come for Africa and Jamaica to all unite because we are the same and one people. Going up the line, there's an upcoming, what's this, a workshop or a production? World premiere screenings of Fabian M. Thomas and Tribe Sankofa's Hair So, Black Hair here in Jamaica. Saturday, October 28th at Neville Hall Lecture Theatre, N1, UWI Mona, 92 Hope Road, Kingston. Get in-person tickets at 92 Hope Road in Kingston. That's at Bookophilia. And in person, it's $3,000. Virtual, it's $2,000. And happy viewing. Hair So, Hair, one word, So, another. Hair So, that's the name of this film that will be screened on Saturday, the 28th of October, right here in Jamaica. Let's go up the line for some of the other messages. Hello to Bishop Douglas Gooden, who checks in with us from time to time. And we've been asked to alert you that Grenell's Driving School, in partnership with Red Stripe, part of the Heineken Company, presenting Crash Free 2023 Defensive Driving Workshop 4, scheduled for Tuesday, the 28th of November, 2023, starting at 9 in the morning at the Montego Bay Convention Center. The keynote speaker is the Health Minister, Dr. Christopher Tufton. Alfonso Grenell is the facilitator, and there's a workshop fee of $15,000 per person, but there's a 10% discount for companies with 10 or more drivers. And they're inviting fleet managers and supervisors, public passenger operations, ITA examiners, that's Island Traffic Authority examiners, driving school owners, driving instructors, all drivers. If you need more information, you can call 876-977-5249. That's 876-577-5249. There's also 876-770-8586, 770-8586. You can email grenellsdriving@gmail.com. And this fourth workshop in the series of Crash-Free 2023 workshops, this one sponsored by Advantage General Insurance, the RGR Gleaner Communications Group, and the Island Traffic Authority. Make a note of that date, the 28th of November, Tuesday, the 28th of November. Let's go up the line and share with you some of the other messages. Tony Kelly was recognized today in the UK. He is popularly known as the diabetes ambassador. So he got an award today in the UK, and we convey congratulations to him, Tony Kelly. Let's see. Just going up the line again. James in East London with the usual collection of stories coming out of the UK. Justin Henry was seen at Croydon McDonald's murder investigation. Police have now launched a murder investigation after a southeast London man disappeared after being seen in Croydon and Brixton. 34-year-old Justin Henry was first reported missing to the police on October 16, a day after he was last seen. Girl 15 and boy 14 arrested for attempted murder after man repeatedly stabbed in a city center attack. So they're still having the knife crimes in the United Kingdom. Every single time we get the stories coming out of East London, there are those stories of the stabbings and the knifings. Every country has some burden or another to bear. Driver in America says water-resistant school bags and backpacks. Yes. And Miss Evadne says, good afternoon, Mr. Malcolm, and all at Power 106. Hope all is well. Just letting you know that today is my birthday. Happy birthday, Miss Evadne. All the best. She says, happy birthday to all who is having their birthday today and the rest of the month. Enough love to all. Same to you, Miss Evadne. Franklin McDonald in Guelph, Canada, sharing with us the usual links. How to make a trash bag poncho, 5 steps with pictures. That's WikiHow. MRG Rep Caribbean. And let's see who else. Oh, here's another message. This one from Guardian Angel saying, good day, Dervan and Dahlia. Well, it's not quite that time yet. You are pretty early, Guardian Angel. Well, it's early. Being early is a good thing. We will have the feature, Your Legal Corner, with U.S. immigration attorney Dahlia Walker Huntington. Well, so far we haven't been told otherwise. So we expect the feature to be on, but if that changes, we'll make an announcement. And already we have one listener who is ready to have a question or two answered. So let's see how that goes. So that's for Your Legal Corner coming up at 3:30 this afternoon. And we trust that, well, as I said, we haven't heard otherwise. So we believe that the program is on today. The U.S. Immigration Program, Your Legal Corner, with U.S. Immigration Attorney Dahlia Walker Huntington. So we have exhausted the questions, the messages, I beg your pardon, on WhatsApp. So we're going to move on to the messages on screen. We're also on air at this time when a couple of bulletins have been published by, I think this is from the Statistical Institute of Jamaica, Statin, and the information is there was a 0.1% increase in output prices for producers in the mining and quarrying industry for September 2023, while prices in the manufacturing industry went up by 1.2%. The increase in the mining and quarrying industry was mainly a result of the depreciation of the Jamaican dollar against its United States counterpart. The index for the other major group, bauxite mining and alumina processing, also increased by 0.1%. The main contributor to the 1.2% increase in the manufacturing industry was a 5.9% increase in the index for the major group refined petroleum products, due mainly to higher fuel prices on the international market. The index for the heaviest weighted major group within the industry, food, beverages, and tobacco, had a negligible increase. For the period September 2022 to September 2023, the index for the mining and quarrying industry increased by 6.5%. This was a result of a 6.6% rise in the index for the major group bauxite mining and alumina processing. The point-to-point index for the manufacturing industry rose by 1.9%, due primarily to an increase of 2.7% in the index for the major group food, beverages, and tobacco. However, these movements were tempered by a 4.3% decline in the index for fabricated metal products, excluding machinery and equipment. The September 2023 Producer Price Index Bulletin provides additional information on the movement of producers' prices and is available on Statin's website, statinja.gov.jm, or from the information section of Statin, 876-630-1619, or the Instagram pages StatinJA for the September 2023 PPI infographic. The average exchange rate for the previous month was used in calculating the PPI for the current period. The assumption is that producers would not have purchased their raw materials in the current month. So that's some information, useful information from the Statistical Institute of Jamaica, Statin. And we should say good afternoon to Velta Wilson as well. It's her birthday. Oh no, her sister. She says happy birthday to my sister Vinette Stewart and my church sister Arlene Crawford, who are celebrating today. Enjoy your special day. And she says it's a beautiful Thursday. Let's go to the break and come back with more in a moment.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
2:45.
The Lauriston and Thompson Pen Community 4-H Club presents their annual Stew Festival and Farmers Market on Saturday, November 4 from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's in aid of helping needy children with school and CXC expenses and to create more awareness in their communities. Brooklyn Park, Thompson Pen, Spanish Town, everything stewed. Concerts, kiddies rides, and more. Be there November 4.
Said it's a hard road to travel, the rough way to go. But I can't turn back. My heart is fixed, my mind's made up. Though I'll never stop in my faith. We'll see it. I gotta tell you, I'm all alone. This lonesome road I roam, I've got no love.
Velta Wilson communicating with Faye Weller. How's your day is the question. Let's continue with more. 876-922-4112-5. Hello, good afternoon. Thanks for calling.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Oh, where have you been? Is it America or the United Kingdom or Canada? Which one of those have you been to?
We are praying for the United States of Africa. The man said 1,000 ages in his sight. You can't sing. 1,000 ages in thy sight. All I believe in God. All I believe in God. God does the watch that ends the night. God does the watch that ends the night.
We're really concerned about you, though, because we haven't heard in a long time. What's the story? What happened?
Oh, this song, be concerned. That's all. We're concerned about our one another, because we are blood brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So thanks to the concern from you and radio audience. This song to get you once more, Here you have read out something like while index, so you call it.
Yes.
Man, some different resources here in Jamaica. But I don't want you to talk about Jamaica gold production. There's some information on that before we talk when we come out now.
Where is that taking place?
In Jamaica, yes. Jamaica gold production.
Gold production.
Yes.
No, I'm not aware of that.
All right. Anyone of our listeners can look it up, Jamaica gold production. That Jamaica produce gold, and America and Canada.
Well, we did produce some in the hills of northern Clarendon, I believe it was, with the support or in partnership with Australia, an Australian company. They came together to form AusJam, AUS for Australia and JAM for Jamaica. And they managed to get some gold back then. We haven't heard anything since AusJam exited the market.
So we are living in information here, after honorable listeners. You can Google it and tell you what I want. You do have the information at hand, But I'm really call you about differently. It's these two political parties, the People's National Party and Jamaica Labour Party, also the JDS and Jamaica Constabulary Force. Calling upon these people, you know, who sabotage and hold down African unity in Jamaica, black empowerment in the 60s coming on to the 70s. From the grassroots, the poor and the have not in this country to the university in Jamaica, you know, where them sabotage black literature from coming to the country, you know.
Who's doing that?
Government of Jamaica.
Right now in 2023 Jamaica? No, man, you're going back in time, man.
No, I'm not going back in time. I tell you something. You have Marcus Garvey teaching in school. That's a black.
No, that's not what we're talking about. You're talking about books. What? Books being banned. And so we don't know of any books being banned right now.
I'm talking in your years when them sabotage it up to this years and Americanize it with influence of America.
Well, you have to contextualize whatever you're saying so that we can follow what you're saying.
To beat down black consciousness in this country, you know, and then divide the party, the people into two, you know, Labour Rights and PNP. So calling upon Prime Minister Andrew Holness and Mark Holness, the two leaders of each political party, he said the black population free under the red band goal. And
the black population in Jamaica is not free?
No, we are not free. You're not free because you're under organization of American states and a constitutional monarchy.
No, sir. Come again. Wheel and come again. We're under
a constitutional monarchy system of government. We rule over no vote for the rule.
No, you say people are not liberated. Our people are obviously going about their affairs as they have been doing now since independence. We're not even going back before independence, but since independence. We can always debate and discuss and argue the pros and the cons and the this and the that, etc. But the fact of the matter is that designation that you spoke of a while ago is just not accurate.
Those way, not I. You know, because right now in Jamaica, presently, Marcus Garvey philosophy and Rastafari philosophy is not. This nation no culture about.
But don't conflate the two things. It's two different matters you're dealing with.
And the two different matters is?
Well, the one you're talking about, our people not being liberated, which is just not, it's not so. And also what you said about the books being banned, although you claim that you're talking about back in time, etc. You're sure you're all right? Talk to us, man. You haven't spoken with us in a while. How are you? How have you been?
We're talking about the big fish that you know I don't come here yet. I was talking to the two political leaders here in Jamaica, but they take it on and you say you won't take side. You don't listen, but as you take it on, you know. I was talking to these two political leaders, you know, and the Jamaica Defense Force and GSCF, you know, and them with attack, you know, not you, but you take it on and answer. But
No, that would be ignorance.
Don't take no time, let's advise your opinion to these people I'm talking to, you know. So I'm calling up on them to set us free under the red, black and green and the red, gold and green banner for the future, you know, see, and get us out of Jamaica, because them have repatriation in them 10 points plan second, but the people need to be educated, you know, to return home to Africa, because they market Africa in a bad light, you know. I'm blind, I from Africa, the people in general, you know, because them couldn't blind Gaza.
But don't you have an opportunity now as an individual to agitate and advocate and to find a way to let your concerns be heard apart from this talk show?
Okay, listen this. When you're talking about me, we're talking about the people, not just an individual thing, you know? Because an individual thing, we could have gone Africa a long time, and no we could have here, but we are
No, but you talk about it. You talk about it once you come on the air, but I don't get the impression that you are seriously pursuing it. So we're not sure if we should take you seriously when you start talking once you get onto the program and saying what you say.
As the man said, not until all Africans stand and speak as free beings, equal in the eyes of the Almighty, and demand our right, our right to life and liberty. The man said must reach the stars of equality and justice that is in Ethiopia, Africa for us, Knowing that Africa is the world breadbasket, with such natural wealth and resources, with the France, America, England, and all of these people, colonizers don't want to let out here. So, another side alone, you too, in this judgment, all of us as black people,
You
black
too what?
stand up and foot,
You too what?
stand up for the redemption of Africa,
The what?
for the redemption of Africa. That is we black people in the African diaspora, that is the purpose of us. Work and build a continent of our own.
How do you propose we do that?
How we propose to do that?
Yes.
To everything Africa. Talk black, eat black culture, black God, black parliament, black government as a and a black empire.
And you think that is going to, what impact do you think that is going to have?
Oh, a great impact when we stand on the shores of Ethiopia and a black kingdom of our own, free from the tyrants of the world who colonize our.
And where would that new space be that you and others would be occupying?
Oh, so you don't see yourself in it. You say you want others, why you extend yourself? What about you? Guys, you speaking,
No, I'm as liberated as you are. So just as though you can go on vacation to Buckingham Palace in the UK. Well, I was there as well. I was there a few months ago.
I just talking about that.
Yes.
There's black people in Jamaica and the world. Why do you think so much people want to exhibit here? In a country where rob and rape, remember England, America one?
Why do you think they want to exhibit where?
Want to reach to England, America.
Why so many people want to go?
And a dial in the Mediterranean. So a pirate country like this will rob Africa. And do all the man of evil right in a history.
But you see, you're a different person. You wouldn't do that. There are others who are doing it, maybe because they feel that it's going to be better for them. They're optimistic that it will work out for them, and so they pursue those paths.
The man said, go behind the doors, run to Babylon to seek help. See, because them take side with the British and the Americans, who are destroy us and make our life miserable as a nation of people. We're not talking about individual achievements in them society, Because you have to go take side with them, the escape poverty. So them saying, any black leaders in the world from Jamaica here to Africa who do obedient to Britain and America, they assassinate them and get them out. See?
Oh.
Just here in Jamaica here, if you look on the influence of America, and him armed forces, him black armed forces, him have down here and the police force with this Jamaica government. Look how much people them assassinate down at Tivoli right here in Jamaica, and no one not nothing can divide in a PNP and Labour. See? And America and England weaponize Tivoli Garden, the garrisons them in Jamaica, them set up these things, see? These political parties, and yet tell them own people them run down brimstone and fire pan down there just to get one man, who never do nothing wrong in Jamaica according to them law, that them say, but yet still to the influence of America. Just so we see America send Jamaica government like a puppet, because them can't go themselves, like in a Jamaica, yeah. Because it's white people like in a farmer days around the government, or the hell and powder house down here already, But to them have some like a black puppet, around them overseas territory, these two political parties, the sabotage Marcus Garvey movement here in Jamaica and black empowerment, as we said before. So we call upon them to rectify all these things in this judgment, yeah. If them would not come talk about the republic and constitutional reform, who they put them. You know, they talk to them a come out now, but them want constitutional reform. Because them know it is wrong. It is not in I and I, the poor and the have not, or in other words, black people interest. This system of government, want to vote back to rule over now. In this judgment, I can't see said. So the man said the only development for us as black people, you know, see, is freedom, redemption, international repatriation to return home to Africa. I want to reach home to Africa, we get reparation, set up ourselves in Africa. And we not beg the white men in this.
No, but who is going to give you the reparation that you seek? Because you're cursing it right now as we speak.
And you know, sir, just the other day, I was the year before yesterday. The Dutch royal family got South Africa and then boo them, you know. I thought, oh, they want to apologize.
Hold a moment, please. I believe we are scheduled to do an interview at this point as well. But hold on still. One moment.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
3 o'clock. Here is a financial literacy tip from your friends at Power 106 FM. Protect your wealth. If you rent, get renter's insurance to protect the contents of your home from loss due to theft or fire. Read the policy carefully to see what's covered and what isn't. Disability insurance protects your ability to earn an income by providing you with a steady income if you're unable to work for an extended period due to illness.
Ras Lloyd, are you still there?
Oh, honorable.
Sorry about that. We have an interview, a prearranged interview for this time.
Yeah,
so we're going to do that interview now, and feel free to call us back afterwards if you wish.
All right, no problem. Cool.
All right, take care. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices all over the world. You know, we're always happy when it comes on to playing our part in spreading the news as to the good things that are happening for our students, past students, those who are involved in fundraisers at home and abroad, etc. And so a day like today is no different. We're delighted to have joining us right now Andrea Case Taylor. She is in Florida. Don't know if she's in Jamaica yet, but she's going to be representing Kingston Technical High School in terms of telling us about their 2023 reunion weekend. Good afternoon to you, and thank you very much for joining us, Andrea Case Taylor. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, and thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure having you on board. So, are you still in Florida?
Yes, I am.
Okay. All right. Well, we're happy to connect with you, and we're ready to hear what the Kingston Technical High School 2023 reunion weekend is likely to be?
So this week, the reunion weekend is actually a fundraiser, and we're raising funds to help Kingston Technical High School.
Mm-hmm.
And what we're doing, we're trying to fund a breakfast program that's going on at the school right now, and we're also trying to fund any other needs that the school may have.
Yes.
So on Friday, the 27th,
That's tomorrow.
We'll have
Mm-hmm.
that's tomorrow. Yep. Starting at 5 p.m., we will have a meet and greet at 3871 Southwest 32nd Street in West Park, Florida. Starts at 5 p.m. and ends at 12 a.m. Admission is $20.
20?
And
wow.
$20.
That's a giveaway. Wow.
It's a giveaway.
Mm.
And then on Saturday the 28th, we'll have a dinner dance at the Miramar Multi-Service Complex at 6700 Miramar Parkway in Miramar. And that is from 6 p.m. until 2 a.m. And admission would be $80.
And even that too is a giveaway. So you're clearly trying to ensure that as many people as possible can in fact or will in fact not see the admission cost as being anything major, and that they will not only just give a little 20 here and a little 30 there, etc., but they might very well give you more than you expected by virtue of the low cost of the admission. So that's not a good thing at all. That's not a bad thing, I should say. That is a good thing. That is a good thing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're making it affordable so that we can bring out as many people as possible. And then then the weekend ends on Sunday with on Sunday we're having a fish fry. This is going to be at the Von D. Mizo Park, State Park at 6503 North Ocean Drive in Dania Beach, Florida. Admissions it's going to be $25. It's from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mm-hmm. And we're trying to make all three occasions affordable, and in the hope of bringing out as many people as possible to this event. And then just for having us on your show today, we'd like to give away 3 tickets, one for each occasion. So if you have people calling into your program anytime this afternoon, or feel free to go ahead and give away a ticket for each one of our occasions.
Okay. And what can you tell us in terms of ticket outlets?
Well,
go ahead. Mm-hmm.
They're going to have to contact me directly for their tickets.
Mm-hmm.
And I can share my phone number with you.
Yeah.
And feel free to give them my phone number. If they call me, I can make the tickets available to them.
Right. So, and this is, all these events will be happening in Florida over this weekend.
Right. Over this weekend starting tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. And the best way to get tickets, well, you said you'd...
they can contact me directly. They can text me. They can email me. I can share my email address also, or they can contact me by WhatsApp.
All right, so let's do it this way then. So calling all past students of let me make sure I'm getting it right. Sorry about that. Kingston Technical High School. All past students of Kingston Technical High School. Here is your opportunity. Here's an opportunity to play your part. Here's an opportunity to give back. Here's your opportunity to make a contribution to the fundraising efforts of your alma mater, Kingston Technical High School. We want you to spread the word, cause it to go viral, put the information on social media, etc. Do you have a flyer, don't you? I think you do. Yes, I saw it.
I do have a flyer.
Yes. All right, let me see if I can put up this flyer right now as well. Let's do this. And we also thank Mr. Fullerton for getting in a word to arrange this interview as well. Right, so we do have a copy of the flyer. So what we're going to do right now is to post it on the Dervan Malcolm Facebook page. So we're going to bring that up right now. And it is posting, and it's now officially posted. So it's on our...
Okay.
Right, so it's starting...
Okay,
no problem. It's the least we can do. As I always say, you're the ones doing the heavy lifting. We feel privileged to be able to share with Jamaica and the rest of the world the work that you all have been doing. And so, listeners, those of you in Florida, we're inviting you, please, to support this initiative, the Kingston Technical High School 2023 reunion weekend happening in Florida this weekend, starting with the meet and greet tomorrow, Friday, the 27th of October at 3871 Southwest 32nd Street, West Park, Florida. And that starts at 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, Florida time, and goes until midnight. Admission only $20, only $20. Can you believe that? Nice meet and greet tomorrow. And then on Saturday, the 28th, it's the dinner dance at the Miramar Multi-Service Complex at 6700 Miramar Parkway in Miramar, Florida. That starts at 6 p.m. on Saturday and goes until 2 the following morning. And the admission there is $80 US. It's a formal affair. Music will be provided by DJ Bunny. And then on Sunday, the 29th of October, it will be time for fish fry. Dr. Von D. Mitzel Johnson State Park, 6503. Let's do that again. It's the Dr. Von D. Mitzel Johnson State Park, located at 6503 North Ocean Drive in Dania Beach, Florida. And that's at the pavilion is Manatee, the parking lot, number 2, the time from 11 in the morning until 5 in the afternoon. And admission here is $25, $25 US. Parking fee, $4 single, $6 for 2 to 8 passengers. And all 3 tickets for $110. So if you're attending all 3 events, the reunion weekend, October 27th to 29th, meet and greet, Saturday the 28th, the dinner dance, Sunday the 29th, the fish fry, it's only combined, the cost of these 3, for these 3 is only $110 US. Tickets can be purchased through Zelle or Cash App. You can text SH. Go ahead.
It's Shanette.
Shanette.
954.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
954-610-3192.
Mm-hmm.
Andrea, that's me, 954-610-3192. 954-232-8717 or Lorna at 954-326-9949.
Well, we want to say a bit more after the break, so just hold the line, please. And listeners, if you're just tuning in, thank you very much for joining us. Our guest is Andrea Case Taylor, a proud past student of Kingston Technical High School. They're having their 2023 reunion weekend. Please go out and support them and support. You're supporting education. And those of you who have already made your contribution, thank you very much. Those who will be making your contribution, we look forward to it.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
3:15. It's the super saving sales event you don't want to miss. Now on at Home and Things. Save on just about everything in store. Tiles, bathroom fixtures, faucets, vanities, lighting, windows, doors, home decor, and more. Get ready for the holidays with super savings on all your construction finishes from Home and Things. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and now TikTok. It's the super saving sales event at Home and Things, Old Hope Road and Constant Spring Road. Jamaica Bills with Home and Things.
Parents, improve your child's performance with the Children's Zone, a treasure chest of learning and fun, all in one place. Captivating stories, mind-bending puzzles, amazing discoveries in every subject area, and developmental activities. Each issue of the Children's Zone is the door to endless learning and fun.
We're always happy to play our part in furtherance of education at home and abroad. And so we're delighted to be featuring this afternoon Kingston Technical High School ahead of their 2023 reunion weekend, which happens this weekend, starting tomorrow, Friday the 27th, with their meet and greet session at 3871. Let me ask Andrea Case Taylor to just help us with this round of announcements with respect to the Kingston Technical High School 2023 reunion weekend. So let's go through them once again. 1, 2, 3.
Starts tomorrow, Friday, October 27th. It will be held at 3871 Southwest 32nd Street in West Park, Florida. Time 5 p.m. to 12 a.m. Admission $20. And then on Saturday is our dinner dance at the Miramar Multi-Service Complex, 6700 Miramar Parkway in Miramar, Florida. The time, 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. Admission, $80. This is a formal affair, and our music will be provided by DJ Bunny, who is also a past student of Kingston Technical High School.
All right.
And on Sunday, October 29th, we'll end the weekend with a fish fry. It's going to be at the Dr. Von D. Meisel Euler Johnson State Park. Again, it's Dr. Von D. Meisel Euler Johnson State Park, 6503 North Ocean Drive in Dania, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And the time will be at 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Admission is $25. It's Pavilion Manatee, parking lot number 2. There's a fee for parking. It's $4 for single person vehicle and $6 for 2 to 8 passenger vehicles.
Yes.
All 3 tickets combined is $110. So we're looking forward to seeing all of past students, friends, family. We welcome everyone at this occasion, and we're looking forward to seeing you this weekend.
Definitely. And so say all of us. And we want to just use the opportunity briefly to get a sense from you, with respect to a sense from you, Andrea, with respect to what Kingston Technical High School means to you.
Um, wow. I started my journey at Kingston Technical High School. I graduated of 1978, class of 1978, and I think Kingston Technical High School has cemented my career. And as I look forward to retiring in a couple of years,
You
I
what?
will always
What
look.
kind of retirement?
Yeah.
A young lady like you. What are you talking about?
I'll always look back at the fun times I had at Kingston Technical High School, and I'll always attribute my success to the education I gained from Kingston Technical High School.
Yes. And how's the general support going in terms of when you call up maybe some past students to say, hey, we need to support this particular student because so and so, etc. Or is it that you have a vibrant past students association who would pull it all together? What's the status?
Well, I think because of the pandemic, we don't have a vibrant association right now. We're trying to rebuild, but I've reached out to several past students, and they can't attend, but they have all volunteered to donate to this cause, to this weekend.
Oh, that's very good. That's encouraging.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to rebuild. If you live in the South Florida area and would like to be a part of this past students, it's called the Friends of Kingston Technical. If you'd like to be a part of this association, feel free to contact one of us, one of the numbers on the flyer, and we'll welcome your participation.
No, that's a smart thing you do by calling it Friends of Kingston Technical, because it then broadens your scope and your reach with respect to potential contributors. Was that a deliberate approach on your part?
It was, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. And when was the last time you were at school?
You mean Kingston Technical?
Yes.
Wow, it's been maybe about. I'm not
asking you for you to
but
because I want you to give away your age, but just in terms of when was the last time you got the opportunity to come home to Jamaica, for example, and visit at your school, and
I visited a couple years ago when the Friends of Kingston Technical was able to contribute to the rebuilding of building C. I can't remember what year that was, but we did. We had a grand opening of the refurbished building, and I was there. It could be maybe about 10 years ago.
Okay. Was that just a regular classroom or?
No, it was an entire block. It's a building. It's the C building. So if you're a past student and is familiar with the school, that was the building that housed most of the first year students. It's the building B.
Oh.
And it was refurbished because it's a historic building and we're not allowed to demolish the building, so we had to refurbish the building.
I see. And what can you tell us with respect to how you hope the funds that you get will be used? What's the plan in that regard?
The plan is to assist our soccer team. I know that, and to also help with the breakfast program at
Oh,
the
yes,
school.
you did mention earlier the
Right, I did
breakfast
say
program.
that.
Yes.
Right, and I know it's also to assist with the soccer team, because I think last year's soccer team went to the finals, and so we're hoping that our contribution this year will help them
Mhm.
maybe win the cup this year, hopefully.
Okay. All right. And in terms of those listening to us who perhaps they have friends, relatives, colleagues, neighbors who have some connection or another to Kingston Technical High School, what would you like to say to them, especially as they embark on this 2023 reunion weekend?
If you're in the South Florida area and would like to give back or pay forward to Kingston Technical, reach out to one of us. Where our names and phone numbers are listed on the flyer. If you're just a past student and just want to give back to your school, giving back can be monetary give back. You can be a mentor for a student at the school. Just reach out to the school and help in any way you can.
Mm-hmm. We join you in encouraging as many of our alumni as possible to play their part. I mean, we know people have different matters to deal with, etc. But we should, the least we can do for the institutions that have helped to nurture us, to help us to develop personally and professionally, etc. The least we can do is make a contribution or to give of ourselves in terms of our services,
Right.
you know, and we really want to encourage this. And
Yeah, as I said,
yes, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, as I said before, your contribution doesn't have to be in monetary form.
Yes.
It can be just reaching out to a current student and being a mentor to that student and help them to navigate the school and help them to get to where they'd like to be.
As you mentioned, mentor, I'm thinking, do you recall which of the educators at Kingston Technical High School impacted your life? Is there anyone that you can point on to say, yes, Mr. So-and-so or Miss So-and-so who helped me or who made an impact or an impression on my life?
So Miss Conway was my mentor, even though she didn't know that, but she was in some way, and I learned to love reading, and I'm an avid reader. And right now, I work in the library system, one of the largest library systems in Florida.
Wow.
And yes.
Mm-hmm. No, go on. You were going to tell us more.
Yes. She may not know this, but she did impress on me that reading was essential.
Mm-hmm.
You had to read in order to learn to write. And so that was my biggest motivation, and I'm still an avid reader, and I happen to work in a library system.
That's a good place to be.
Thank you. Yeah. So thank you, Ms. Comrie.
Yes. As far as you're aware, she's still very much with us?
She is alive.
Great.
And I wish I could reach out to her and just let her know that she impacted my life so much. Yeah.
Well, anyone who knows Miss Comrie of Kingston Technical High School, you just let her know that one of her students is saying thanks for the impact that she has had on her life. And that student is, of course, Andrea Case Taylor. Wonderful.
Class of 1970. 1978.
Very important. Class of 1978. Yes. Very good. All right. Well, we trust that you will get the support that you need to make the decisions that you must in terms of supporting your alma mater. We remain committed to playing our part in getting the information out there and keeping it out there, in trying to get the attention of as many people as possible so that they can generate the kind of revenues that would be adequate for them to carry out their work. So we want to wish you and your fellow past students all the very best. Andrea Case Taylor, and we'll be in touch.
Okay, thanks for having me on your program, and I look forward to hearing from our past students, or friends, or families, and I'm also looking forward to seeing them this weekend.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. Take care. All the best.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's Andrea Case Taylor, proud past student of Kingston Technical High School. Their fundraiser 2023 reunion weekend is this weekend. Do go out and support them. They're in Florida.
Clearing personal non-commercial shipments at the port? Avoid the wait. Request a contactless clearance through your agent today.
Welcome to Your Legal Corner with your questions and concerns on 876-922-41125. You can send a text or WhatsApp message to 876-279-8598. Time now for Your Legal Corner during both sides of the story, right here on Power 106 FM.
It is a Thursday afternoon, just after 3:30 Jamaica time, 4:30 Florida time. And it's time for Your Legal Corner with U.S. Immigration Attorney Delia Walker Huntington. And so we're taking your calls on 876-922-4112-5, 876-922-4112-5. The text line is the same as the WhatsApp number for Your Legal Corner, 876-279-8598, 876-279-8598. And let's encourage you to go ahead and send your messages, your text messages, and your WhatsApp messages. But you can also call 876-922-4112-5. Any question to deal with, to do with U.S. immigration, this is the place, this is the time. Spread the word if you have family members, friends, colleagues, neighbors who have a question, a burning U.S. immigration question that they want to ask or to otherwise have it answered, well, you're at the right place. So it's 876-922-4112 to 5. And it's time for us to say hello, good afternoon, and welcome to Jamaican born and bred, based in the state of Florida, U.S. immigration attorney Dahlia Walker Huntington. Good afternoon to you. How are you?
Good afternoon, Dervan. I'm doing well, thanks. How are you today?
I'm fine. Thank you very much. Good to hear your voice. Always good to hear your voice.
Yes, lovely to be with you and the listeners.
Wonderful. Right. So a lot happening, as we all know, all over the world, and the uh, the United States of America is at the center of it in more ways than one, and having to deal with likely situations. I'm trying to remember. Sometimes you read a little too much because you then have to try to remember which source, which device, which app, or whatever. But anyway, I saw something. Was it Nicaragua? It has to do with Nicaragua. But if that doesn't ring a bell with you, then I'll move on because
No, I think what I saw, which was a little surprising, is that Venezuelans are surpassing Mexicans coming across the Mexico-U.S. border.
that's it.
So that says that things must really be deteriorating in Venezuela, for so many people to be fleeing the country, literally fleeing the country, and trying to enter the United States, notwithstanding some special app that they are privy to. So things, boy, Durban, things are rough in the world all the way around. Jamaica, uh, we watch and we see what is happening in Jamaica. Certainly in the Middle East, in the United States, it's all over. It's just a different world that we're living in these last 5 to 10 years. It's really a different place, and we're seeing the movements of people. We know that Jamaicans have always migrated. We are a people who have um, sought out countries all over the world. I dare say anywhere you go, there's a Jamaican there in the world.
That's true.
But we certainly have had to migrate because of socioeconomic conditions all around the world. What they call the push and pull factor of migration from various places, and so we continue to migrate, and we continue to do this program to help people who want to migrate and may have some questions. And I just want to encourage people who are listening that we say it all the time, no two immigration cases are the same. So because you were able to file for yourself, did the paperwork yourself and your family, doesn't mean that you can advise other family members on what to do. And so many of the cases that we have been getting calls on for the last 2 months come from people whose cases have been thoroughly, thoroughly, and I do mean thoroughly messed up because they didn't seek advice going in. They're coming in now that the cases have been messed up and we're trying to fix it. So sometimes it's just, a consultation with an attorney may lead you down a totally different path other than you taking advice from somebody who did paperwork for themselves and then somehow think that, they can advise on immigration. I say it all the time that my two colleagues, Wayne Golding and Oliver Langstadt, and I, the three of us are solo practitioners, what we call solo. We're the only lawyers in our office. And we bounce issues and ideas off each other all the time, because the approach to handling a case varies. It's based on the facts.
Yes.
And sometimes you're embarking on a solution, and you bounce it off your colleague, and the colleague might say, yes, you're on the right track, or what about this, or I think you should do this, or do you think I should do this? So that alone should tell you that this whole practice of immigration law is not to be taken lightly.
That's right. We have a caller waiting patiently. We have a couple of messages that were sent long before the session started. So let's go to the phone lines. This is your legal corner with U.S. Immigration Attorney Dahlia Walker Huntington. Good afternoon. Thanks for calling. Go ahead with your question for Miss Dahlia, please.
Hi, good afternoon. Are you hearing me well?
Yes, good afternoon.
Hi, okay. So I recently received my letter indicating that an interview date has been set for me to do my immigration interview. However, so I was advised to register I've given a number of pieces of advice in the communication. One thing that I'm not understanding clearly, it says that one of the things that I need to take to the interview with me, which is about a month away, is a confirmation page from the form, I think it's the application for immigrant visa submitted online. I don't know what this is. I don't know where to get it. I'm asking.
Okay. Did you do the application yourself, or did someone else do it?
Someone else did it.
Okay. So that person, pardon?
Yes, it was my son who did the application for me.
Okay, so he would have had an invoice number and a case number starting in KMT. Okay, so if you go to their website, CEAC, CEAC, the information should be on the letter that you receive. I don't remember. I think it's Gov. I'm not sure. But if you go to the CEAC website, you should be able to pull up the confirmation page. It has a barcode on there. That's why they want it. The confirmation page for the DS-260. When the DS-260 was completed and submitted, there's a confirmation page, as well as you have access to the complete DS-260. So if your son doesn't have it, you can go to the CEAC website and print that off, but you need to take it in with you because it's going to have a barcode.
Okay.
So and the way you access the CEAC website, you must have the invoice number and the case number.
Okay. So the confirmation number will be on the barcode, you're saying?
The confirmation page, they want you to print the entire page and take it with you, because it has a barcode on that page that they're probably going to scan in order to bring up your file.
Okay, so I just log into that CEAC page that I'm seeing. I'm seeing the website for it. Just log in, give them my case number, you're saying?
Right. It'll ask you for it. It's going to first ask you for the case number, and I think it asks you who you are, and then you put in the invoice number, and you'll be able to see your entire file. And then you should be able to print off you go to the DS-260 confirmation, and you should be able to print the confirmation page. But check with your son. He may have downloaded it when he did the DS-260, or he should have.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much. May I just ask one quick question also regarding? I don't know if you know it, but regarding the medical, is there a time frame? What is the time frame between? So the interview is a month away, and I'm wondering how, because I have to, put the phone together. So I'm wondering what kind of time frame it is between the time when I do the medical and going into the interview. If there is I recommend, can I do it a week before? Can I do it 2 weeks before?
No. You don't want to do it a week before. You need to schedule your medical right away. schedule it, because they may not have an appointment right away at the hospital. So schedule the medical, and then it'll be ready for the interview.
Okay.
So don't wait until a week before to schedule the medical. Do it now. As soon as anyone gets the appointment notice, go ahead and schedule the medical.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for your help.
You're welcome. Take care. All the best.
Okay.
And thank you very much, Ms. Delia. Let's just take the break and come back with more in just a moment.
For any project, ABC Electrical Sales has all your electrical supplies at the best prices. 8 Hagley Park Road, Kingston, 7543714. The time by ABC Electrical Sales is
3:45.
If you know one pop down and enke, if you burn mosquito and run with dengue, so no make water settle in open container. For them in lead up under the danger, usher them out, run them away. Zap them with the zapper and douse them with spray. Use mosquito net and mosquito screen. Protect your household and make them come in. If you know one pop down and enke, if you burn mosquito and run with dengue.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
You're listening to Your Legal Corner, your source of information on all matters regarding U.S. immigration. You can call in with your questions and concerns on 876-922-41125. You can send a text or WhatsApp message to 876-279-8598. Now, back to Your Legal Corner during both sides of the story on Power 106 FM.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on Your Legal Corner with U.S. Immigration Attorney Delia Walker Huntington. Let's remind you of the numbers to call: 876-922-4112 to 5. 876-922-4112 to 5. The text line for Your Legal Corner is the same as the WhatsApp number: 876-279-8598. 876-279-8598. We have another caller for you, Miss Delia.
Yes.
Hello?
Good afternoon. Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Hello?
You're on the radio.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, Dervan.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Miss Delia.
Afternoon, sir.
Yes, ma'am. I just want to say I'm on my second renewal of a 10-year visa, and I must say I renewed the last one 2-year office. The service was excellent.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. But I want to know, I've had it for 10 years now. This is the 10th year. This is the renewal here. I only travel once on it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know if I qualify for the thing that they advertise. So you don't have to come in, but the other thing I think the U.S. embassy said by December you don't have to come in.
Yeah, right. More than likely, when you are renewing a visa, you are presumed to be qualified unless when they review the application, they may ask you to come in for an interview. So you go ahead and do the renewal, and if they want to speak to you, then they'll ask you to come in. But more than likely, they will not.
More things I want to ask you, Ms. Taylor. It's going to open November, but I want to do it like a month before. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm. You mean November 2023?
Yeah, it's going to open next month, and I'm going to go in from now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. Go ahead and renew it. You can renew it. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
I'm going to do that. Yes, but I'm going to use back your time.
All right.
Again.
Take care. All right. Appreciate it. All the best.
All right.
Thanks.
You're listening to Your Legal Corner with U.S. Immigration Attorney Delia Walker Huntington. And we have one of the very first message this afternoon that came in. Let's see if we can clear that message. Hope the caller is still listening. But that message came in pretty early. Where is it now? Right. This one says, good day, Dervan and Delia. Having been filed for by my spouse, I arrived in the USA 2 months ago, received my Social Security, awaiting my green card, which was mailed over 1 month now. What if it is lost in the mail? What is my recourse?
Well, definitely there should be an 800 number for you to call the USCIS, find out about whether or not it's been returned to them. Certainly should not take a month for you to receive it. Hope everything on the address was correct, so you want to go over that with them. If it does not, if everything is correct and it does not arrive, then you're gonna have to make a request for a replacement card, saying that it did not arrive. And then initially when the person got their approved for their green card in Jamaica, their passport would have been stamped with what's called the I-551 visa, which is really the green card. So if that stamp has expired and they need to travel, then again, they're going to have to call the 800 number, do an InfoPass appointment to go in and get their passport stamped to extend that I-551 so they can travel. But it certainly should not take a month to arrive.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go to another message. Let me see here. Oh, we have a caller on this text line, same as the WhatsApp number. Hello, this is your legal corner during both sides of the story on Power 106 FM. Your legal corner hosted by U.S. immigration attorney Delia Walker Huntington. Good afternoon. Thanks for calling.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Dervan, Miss Dela.
Yes.
First, I want to thank Miss Dela for the advice that I got from her over the couple of years. My daughter successfully received her file for a visa.
Oh, lovely. Lovely. Good news today. I'm happy to hear that.
So, question, while I was there, at the embassy, we were advised to fill out a form that they say she'll derive citizenship from me as soon as she lands. Everything was happening so quickly, I didn't even get to remember what's the name of that form and how does that process work as it relates to derive citizenship.
How old is your daughter?
She's 13.
Okay, and she's coming to the States to live with you?
Yes.
And you're a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Okay, so she's going to apply for a certificate of citizenship. That's the N600 form. N600. Go on the USCIS website and read up about it. N600. She can once she's enrolled in school, she can also apply for a U.S. passport. So I always recommend that my clients do both. Apply for the passport as well as apply for the certificate of citizenship. Okay, because that's her proof. And there's a standard of proof. It's not just a form that you complete, because they're going to have to be satisfied that she's in your custody. So, and she should get citizenship.
That form, it was like a affidavit of support looking form. As I said earlier, I didn't remember to check the name of the form. We just went and signed up. As a matter of fact, I left my glasses in my car. Didn't even see much. That's what I mean. So that form, I don't remember the name of it.
So you already applied for her citizenship?
That's what I'm saying. When I went to the embassy, they said I could fill out this form, which will allow her to get derived citizenship. So I went ahead and quickly fill out the form. Right.
Yeah, but did you pay the application fee and all of that?
No, I didn't pay no money.
Okay, so did you get a receipt? I'm not sure that is applicable. You can't just fill out the form. You have to submit it to USCIS.
Okay, because that's the part I was trying to figure out. How come they say I should do all of that, and I don't even understand what this form is and what is to be done. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. No, you need to apply for her to derive citizenship from you. Were you a citizen when she was born?
No, I wasn't when she was born. I just became a citizen last year.
So then first she has to become a resident, and then once she comes to the U.S. and you prove that she's in your custody, then you can she can derive citizenship from you.
Okay. And that is
so you go on their website and check out the citizenship form.
Okay.
Alrighty.
All right. Thank you very much again, Ms. Dela.
All right, so take care. All the best.
I'll continue to listen because both my peers for file for next. All right.
Oh, there you go. Good son, and father. Very good.
Thank you.
All right, sir.
Bye-bye.
I have another one for you, Miss Delia. This one says, good day. Is this it? No, this one. Right, so this one says, why am I not seeing it here? Good day. Oh gosh, where's the rest of the message? Good day. I am currently being filed for by my father. Let me see if I can catch this. What is happening here? Oh gosh. It's a pity. Where I'm just retrieving a piece of the message. I'm not sure where the other part went. Good day. I'm currently being filed for by my father, who is... Hold on, let me see if it has been sent elsewhere. No? All right, I'm so sorry, Miss Daly. I'm not seeing the rest of this.
Not a problem.
Message.
We'll catch that one next week.
All right. What a pity.
Yeah, right. So while you're looking for that, let me just say to the listeners that if there's some people who are very on top of their cases, they check it every month, they know exactly what's going on, and there are others who are told to do something, asked for something is requested, and they don't follow up, and then years later they come and they try to revive. The cases don't stay open indefinitely. Especially if the case is at the National Visa Center process, or you went to the embassy for an interview and they asked you for something else, those cases stay open for a maximum of 2 years. 1 year after the last date you contacted them, they'll say, a year has passed, we're closing your case. If we don't hear from you in another year that you want to continue, we're going to destroy the file. And they will destroy the file. So I urge you that if you have something that has been pending, don't let it just sit there for 5, 6, 8 years and then you show up, you're ready now. If you're being filed for, you need to be on top of the process. Not overdo it, but know at least every month, every couple of months where they are with your file. You have to actively be following along with the process. Don't wait and then lose your opportunity to migrate and then be sad about it because your file was destroyed.
We just managed to retrieve the message, Ms. Delia. So it says, I am currently being filed for by my father, who is a green card holder, as an adult daughter since 2016.
2016?
Mm-hmm.
No, that doesn't sound right, because they're working on 2015. She's an adult. So 2015 is where they are in processing USCIS's should have approved the petition, and now you should be waiting for a visa to become available. Visas are available. She would be in the F2B category. That is the unmarried adult daughter of a green card holder, and visas are available for persons with priority dates earlier than September 22nd, 2015. So her paperwork should be processed, and she should just be waiting on a visa to become available. If not, if she hasn't heard from them to process the visa application and to do the affidavit of support, then she needs to contact the National Visa Center, because that she should be processed and waiting on a visa now.
And that's
waiting
where,
on an interview
yes,
date.
that's where we're going to leave it, Miss Dahlia. Thank you so much as usual. I'm going to give you an opportunity just to remind us of how we can reach you outside of this program.
Sure, thank you. So to reach me in the United States, we practice immigration law anywhere in the U.S. We'll travel and come to you no matter what state you're in, accompany you to your court hearing or your interview. It's 954-963-8555, 954-963-8555 to schedule a consult. Or if you're in Jamaica, you can call 876-969-9666, 969-9666, or 925-0949 to schedule a consult. Thanks, Dervan, as always, and we'll be together next week.
Thank you, too. Looking forward to that. All the best.
All right.
Bye-bye.
You've just listened to Your Legal Corner, your source of information for all matters regarding U.S. immigration. Join us next Thursday at 3:30 p.m. for Your Legal Corner during both sides of the story, right here on Power 106 FM. At Wellington Dental, they offer cleaning, filling, whitening, and other services for the entire family. The time by Wellington Dental is
4 o'clock. Power 106 FM, the digital sound, now reaching you in more ways. Listen to us on 106.1 to 106.9 on the FM band. You can also listen to us on the Power 106 FM app, which you can download on the Google Play Store or the App Store. Plus, listen to us on onespotmedia.com and the One Spot Media app, or log on to go-jamaica.com. Power 106 FM, where all views can contend, giving you powerful talk radio in so many ways, on air and online.
¿Qué hora es en español? Son las 4:02. Quelle heure est-il en français? Les 4:02. CNC, TDN 4:02. 2 minutes past 4 o'clock in the afternoon here at Broadcast House, 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica. Have you had a checkup lately? If not, now is a good time. Let's not wait till we get sick to get a checkup. How about that? Checking in with more on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM. Taking your calls on 876-922-4112-5, 876-922-4112-5. Text line, same as the WhatsApp number, which means you can not only send us your text messages, your WhatsApp messages, your voice notes, but you can call us on WhatsApp as well. That number is 876-365-3346. Let's go. Where shall we go? Let's go clear a couple of messages here. We see Mr. Crosburn is holding on the line. This message from Crocs in Black River. He says, greetings. I heard one of your colleagues on a sister station, as usual, in my opinion, attempting to defend the indefensible with legal bollocks. The gag order on the Integrity Commission was meant to protect those being investigated from revelations by others. It obviously could not be to prevent them from talking about it when the circumstances demand. And where the declarations are concerned, the fact that they are to be published when cleared means that their non-publication is an indication that something is wrong. Therefore, that knowledge, having legally come to public knowledge, it places an obligation on the declarant to give an explanation to the public. Oh, what a tangled web we weave in the cause of vested interest from Crocs in Black River. Thank you very much for your message, Crocs in Black River. Let's go over now to David Crosburn, who has been waiting for just 2 minutes and 12 seconds. Mr. Crosburn, good afternoon to you. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, good afternoon to you and your listeners, Mr. Malcolm. Just touching base with you on the information you were speaking of yesterday about porous.
Yes.
You were speaking with us. Yeah. It's a very tangible point, in the history of Jamaica. If we should look on the map of Jamaica, there's a place between Discovery Bay and Sentence Bay named Christopher Cove. Christopher Cove on the map. During the period when Columbus came on the second voyage to Jamaica, he was shipwrecked there, hence the name Christopher Cove. So he was shipwrecked for maybe close to a year, based on what the Trinidadian author Anthony wrote on the matter. He wrote something very interesting. So while he was stranded with his ship, two of the other ships were somewhere elsewhere in the Caribbean. And it was at that point the Porous brothers, because of a mutiny, and went to Porous. Hence the name Porous, as you had rightly mentioned, and said it was corrupted over time.
Mm-hmm.
But importantly, you mentioned about books and the importance of books. Not only when the mutiny arrived, Columbus had a book with him as a part. He had many books, but one of the book he had was an almanac. So in the almanac, he realized that there would be an eclipse of the moon. So because he was stranded for that period and was depending on the inhabitants of Jamaica to feed him, but the Europeans ate so much more than the Jamaicans at the time. They would have depleted them with their food, so they withheld the food from him. So he drew on his almanac and saw that there was an eclipse of the moon. And he sent for the leaders and tell them, we are from Europe, and if you do not give us food, look what's going to happen to you next Friday. He called them together like about Tuesday. So he tell them to look up in the sky and see what will happen to you if you do not give us food by Friday. And so said, so done. There was eclipse and the changes there. And it changed the attitude of the people. They were so frightened that they gave him all this food. So that was all part of the landmarks in Jamaica, as you rightly said about Porous. It ties in with the Christopher Cove on the map of Jamaica. I think I'll share that with you. And just another follow-up, whenever you're on your trip to New York, if you have a chance, it would be very good if you could visit the library up in Poughkeepsie, and I'll discuss further with you on it. If you could visit the Roosevelt Library in Poughkeepsie, it would be very interesting for you to have a look at it, and I'll bring something to your attention concerning that matter at a later time. All the
Okay.
very best, and take care of yourself.
You too. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, indeed.
All right. Bye-bye. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices all over the world. Taking your calls on 876-922-4112-5. 876-922-4112-5. The text line is the same as the WhatsApp number, which means you can not only send us your text messages, your WhatsApp messages, your voice notes, but you can call us on WhatsApp as well. 876-365-3346. Ash says, good afternoon, Mr. Dervan. Just tuning in from London, England. Very informative show. Keep it up. Thank you, Ash. Karine Campbell says, good afternoon, Mr. Malcolm, viewers and listeners. Good afternoon, Karine Campbell. And let's go to the phone lines, 876-922-4112-5. Good afternoon. Thanks for calling.
How are you?
I am fine. Thanks, Mr. Francis. And you?
Not bad. I listened to your opening remarks today, and it was quite good, quite edifying about the mule and the donkey, and all these little things that children need to know about. It was very good, and I think that I've seen a lot of awards going around on the Heroes Day thing. I don't know if you have gotten one, but you deserve one if you haven't yet gotten one, because your work is quite interesting, it carry life, you play a little music in between, and although we don't get to discuss, do you see the blacks when living on the street? I'm supposed to work on that paper to get it here because we wanted to go back into the schoolroom. They were discussing the gold mine today, and I was just wondering, you were so quickly afraid about it, because I used to represent.
Hello?
I said, I heard you discuss the gold mine today. You're not hearing me.
Yes, so I heard that part. Didn't hear what you said after that.
I said, I don't know. You were talking to a man about gold mine, and you mentioned the one in Pennant in Clarendon. And I'm saying to you, how did you get so quickly at the gold mine in Clarendon? How did you pick it up on anything, or you just recall it in your brain?
No, man, I've known about that from the time the gold mine was established in Penance, Clarendon.
Well, I used to represent them. When I went there, they were working in water boat and crept on the gold mine, and I fought some battles there with the Australian guys. Some of them were good, some was not really wonderful people. But I got for them proper uniform and proper hard boots for the gold mine, and we were going all there until I don't know what happened, but the workers used to buy one or two cars, help themselves on the hill there, and they claim that the white guys, the Australian guys, just when they started about the cars, started to go against them some way, pass remarks, the sort of things, sabotage and cutlock some of them out. But I remember attending to some of those issues, But the gold mine was good. It is still there. A lot of gold is still up in the hills there, and so I just called to remind him. My lawyer was lawyer more representing me at the time at the gold mine there, and
so is it locked up now? Is it closed down?
Yes, it has been closed down a long time, and But we had two MPs. We had Charles and we had Dolly, who was in between me and the gold mine there. And we were getting on a lot of meetings at the Ministry of Labor. Good meetings, lot of record, lot of reports, and I don't know, it just went like that, something bad mind, it's something feel that James transition had to represent them. But I was the only union in Jamaica that ever represented the gold mine,
Okay.
But we tried with them and we got some benefits and they started to lay off some of them and tell the whole thing went down because the company went abroad and buy about $70 million worth of new stuff for the gold mine. So, it's really, I'm only hoping that somebody else could come and go up there, get the thing going. I spoke to Charla about it one time. Charla told me that it is not going to make much money, so I shouldn't bother worried. We met with the director of the mines, we met with Dean Peart, who was the minister in charge of it, and we had a long discussion up that hill. It was very bad. You have to drive careful to go around there. And, we had about 47 people on staff at the time,
Hold a moment, please.
Thank you. The trouble, the rough way to go. Said it's
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
4:15.
The Auto World.
It's the only program on Jamaican radio dedicated to the world of automobile. It's the Auto World with Shelley and McLagan. Get news and reviews relating to vehicles and automotive technology. Learn the ins and outs of mechanical operation. Find out about the various stakeholders in the local and international automotive sectors. From auto finance to road safety to motorcycles, the Auto World is your one-stop shop for everything auto. That's the Auto World with Shelley and McLagan. Weekdays at 5:15 p.m. on Power 106 FM and the Power 106 FM app.
Hard road to travel and the rough way to go. Said it's a hard road to travel and the rough way to go. But I can't turn back. My heart is fixed, my mind's made up. Though I'll never stop in my faith, we'll see.
Que ahora es en español, son las 4:16, que le retire en français, il est 4:16. 现在几点了？4点16分。16, now it's 17 minutes past 4 o'clock in the afternoon here at Broadcast House 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica. Have you done your homework yet? If not, now is a good time. Good afternoon to all the students listening to us, all the schoolers from the early childhood level to the secondary level. Trust you had a productive day of learning today. Hope you also managed to get in some physical activity, just as important as mental activity. As we always say, young people, socialization makes you educable. Education makes you trainable. Training makes you employable. And the right attitude makes you successful. Homework time, young people. As we continue with more on your program, Both Sides of the Story. Thanks for holding, Mr. Francis. Please continue.
Yes. So I told you that the gold mine, it was a help to the workers up there, and they started to buy a few little second-hand cars, and they said they noticed that since they started to buy the cars, management change against them, and confusion here and bad minding there and thing. But so far, I understand that some other people are here on the other side of another place where they did started searching for gold. But on top of the hill there's a lot of gold. A man told me once that there was also a diamond up there.
But I was glad to do what I could do for them. But Mr. Daly was then the Minister of Labor at the time. I had a meeting with him. I invited him sometime. Sometime he come to the meeting late. Sometime he don't come. We had a wonderful time there. Let me just shift my time a little here. The new Minister of Transport, Dervan. I was just going through my file yesterday and I saw some letters that I write to him way back in the 2016, 2011, going back there, when he was in charge of the post office. The postal workers would come under his ministry, as they are today, and as the postal agents come under them. And I remember 3-4 months ago, I packed a whole big file of things and drop at his office with a sticker with a card up there to ask him to look at the condition of the postal agents and the postal workers. And would you believe me that from way back in the 2000 going down there, this gentleman has never replied to me, has never acknowledged receipt of my letter. And today I see him behaving and acting as though he's so much great thing. He has never replied to the union's letter. I have them here on file. I'm looking at them this morning. So I'm calling upon Dervan now to meet with the United Union of Jamaica soon, so that we could have some settlement for the postal agents who the Postmaster General plan to take them off the minimum wage and improve their lives. So I hope all of them might have to write to Dervan, but he has not done a good job for the post office people at all. So I'm asking him to wake up, smell the coffee, and meet with me soon. I have to send up a letter to him to see if I can finalize the condition of the postal agents. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the call.
Yes.
Take care. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices all over the world. Let's go to the text line, same as the WhatsApp number. Hello, good afternoon. Thanks for calling.
Dervan, good afternoon. How are you doing, man?
Good afternoon. I'm fine, thanks. And you?
I'm good, man. Just a bad thing that went down up in Maine there. Very, 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 very tragic situation, I don't know when this country gonna wake up. I heard the guy was in a mental institution for 2 weeks, like 6 months ago. I don't know, a man go to a mental institution for 2 weeks and still have access to guns. That's crazy, right? So my congressman, Jeffrey Keith, he knows I'm standing on this,
Sorry, your audio is overmodulating and squeaking at the same time.
Are you hearing better now?
Yes, much better.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so I was just saying, the congressman, my representative, they know where I stand, and they stand the same way, that people should get background check, and if you're going through a mental issue, you should not have access to your gun until a psychologist can deem you safe to have that gun. So you're not taking away the rights to bear harm, saying that you don't have the right to go kill people. And that's not hard to do. I don't know why we can't do it. Sadly, that innocent people can be in a restaurant or a bar or bowling alley and just lose their life. Crazy. I just want to put that out there. One of the reasons I called today, I think this morning on the morning agenda program, Sandra was highlighting some of the things I was saying yesterday about when your kids go into a prominent high school, your seeds not
to care what's going on in the schools that they don't have these resources. They don't have the best teachers. A lot of kids coming out from those secondary schools that have on the shift system, they barely can read and write sometimes. They're not efficient in reading and writing and speaking proper English. And that put a lot of burden on on the system, because when you graduate from high school and leave high school and you're not efficient in reading and writing, what kind of job you're going to get? You're not going to get a job that you can earn and move up. You don't see yourself earning decent income, moving up to become a supervisor, become a manager, or even one day learn the trade and run your own business, because you can't function. You're not literate. So I think going forward, I think people who have good education, who have gone to some of these prominent high school, they should lobby the government to put more resources in the schools that need it the most. I think that's one of the things that we as Jamaicans need to do. Stop lauding your school. I went to this school, I went to that school. What about the schools that don't have the resources that you went to? Not because, thank God you went to a good school. Thank God you can read and write very well. But we should lobby the government to make these other schools have more resources. And that's my take on that one. What do you think about that, Dervan, by the way, before I move on?
Yeah, well, there's an ongoing series of initiatives and projects that have been taking place for some time now in terms of supporting the development of our educational institutions. Right now, I think Arden is trying to raise somewhere in the region of, is it $60 million? I think $60 million for their health and wellness center, for example. So it's an ongoing effort, but because of in most instances, it's what past students of these schools are able to do that makes a difference, as opposed to having a reservoir of funds to be able to dig in whenever a school needs some kind of refurbishing or otherwise. So perhaps what you're talking about now, you're taking it to another level in terms of suggesting that there be some kind of a structure as far as the maintenance and rehabilitation of these schools is concerned, which is...
Or even give teacher incentive to go and teach in some of these not so established schools. So in other words, we know certain schools, they don't have a name brand, they don't have...
But they have some of that happening already, Some of the teachers, some of the principals are way ahead of us in a sense where that is concerned, because there have been programs and there are still programs where, depending on where the schools are located, they consider it, they treat it as a what do you call it now, a group of schools for that particular area. So they share ideas, they share solutions, they exchange students from time to time. That has been going on for a little while as well.
I could tell you one here, quickly, that would do a lot of good. A lot of these schools in these rural areas of Dervan, they don't have transportation. Kids have to walk miles. They have to pay how much money on buses. Okay, a lot of times parents can't afford that bus fee and that whatever fee. Okay, the government should look into putting buses on these roads for these children. Okay, if you can't pay the bus to send them to school and give them lunch money, how you can't send them to school? And when you miss 1 or 2 days at school, Dervan, you know what happened, right?
You fall behind. you fall behind.
Right, and when you fall behind, you know what happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
You fall behind more and more and
Yeah.
more, especially crucial subject like English and math and science. You need every bit of it, okay? So, you know, we in Kingston or downtown Montego, the town center, we don't understand that some of these rural area people have to walk miles and take buses. Sometimes more than one bus, walk and take bus to get there, take a bus or more than one buses to get there. So the government needs to put in some fast transit, especially in the rural area, and make sure these kids, when they go to school, they have a hot meal. Every child in Jamaica should be able to have a hot meal.
It's going to take some doing, and it's going to take some time, and it's going to take some serious resources, because a lot of we still have a lot of underdeveloped areas and communities in rural Jamaica, which would require more. Hold a moment, please. One moment.
You're listening to Pearl 106 FM. The time is now 4:30.
Highlight your company, your brand, or your event. Touchline, the pro in promotional products, offering a variety of items for your customers and staff to see, touch, and use on a daily basis. Visit us online at touchlinejamaica.com. Make someone smile with a gift of appreciation this holiday season. Remember the name Touchline.
Said it's a hard road to travel in the rough way to go. But I can't turn back. My heart is fixed. My heart is fixed.
¿Qué hora es en español? Son las 4:30. Quelle heure est-il en français? Les 4:30. Sensei, TDN-le. Well, time just changed. Wu Dien Cha Ar Shi Jiao Fen. 29 minutes to 5 o'clock in the afternoon here at Broadcast House, 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica. Do you know where your children are? Are they where they're supposed to be? Doing what they're supposed to be doing? It's a good time to check up on the children. A good time for us to continue with more on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM. Yes, it requires a lot of study, some serious studies and examinations of the habitations and the communities and the parochial roads versus municipal corporation roads, etc. It's like, have you ever seen something that is, let's say, a ball of cords or cables, and it's just knotted here, or as we say in Jamaica, knot up? Yeah, such is the nature of the situation in a number of areas. So it's going to, yes, you can try a little thing here and start a little project there and a little program here, but for it to be sustainable and for it to make sense, it will require more than that. But it can be done, but it's not going to. It's going to take a while.
For example, we used to build buses in Jamaica in the 70s, I think.
The JOS buses, the green buses, I think that was the color.
Well, before the country buses, we used to build them in Jamaica.
Yeah, red, blue, and white, or so they used to paint it. Yes.
Okay. So we can get the chassis. Because country, the roads are very, the roads are not at the best. Hilly terrain, stuff like that. You can get the chassis from UK, and we have the left, of course, UK or countries like that, or Japan. And we could build these buses in Jamaica, Dervan. Give people jobs. You don't have to buy these fancy buses from Europe. We can't afford these fancy buses. Maybe in Kingston, maybe, but we could buy we could get the chassis from wherever and build some nice buses like that. You ever seen the school buses here? They're nothing fancy. Right in America here, they're not nothing fancy. They just regular truck chassis. They put a cabin and put seats and stuff in them, put air conditioning in them. So I think you're
gonna have to carry that idea with you back to Jamaica and play a part in helping us to get that going, eh?
Maybe. Next 15 I want to touch on here.
Mm-hmm.
I want you. Maybe I think you're the best one. Find out from your brother Ross Slide. What country in Africa? Where in Africa you want to go live? Because
Ethiopia.
Africa is a big country, you know.
Ethiopia.
Okay, all right. All right. So we're gonna start as GoFunding. How much do you think you'll need, Andy? Let me tell you how much you're gonna need. I'll put some money there first.
Okay.
Take him out of his misery. Take him out of his
But
misery.
he says he's not going without the rest of us, you know. I think that's essentially what he has said. So good luck. Good luck with that one.
Dervan, you know what I hate though? By the way, there's a caller out of Georgia. I don't know if his name is Cuban, but he calls himself Cuban out of Georgia. So
yes.
I hope his name is Cuban. I don't know if he's calling I don't know if he want to say he's Cuban, but living in Georgia. I guess, but he's Jamaican. So I don't know if you're Cuban, but if that's his name, fine.
Yes, yes, he calls himself Cuban. Go ahead.
Huh?
He calls himself Cuban, Cuban in Georgia.
You know what I hate, Dervan? The people in a free, democratic country can say anything they want to say and do what they want to do and whatever, call the president and call the prime minister name. But yet they're taking up for a country that they could never do that in. I don't mind you doing it, you know. I don't mind you doing it. I mean, you have freedom to do what you want to do. But you should go to that country and do the same thing, man, and see go to Russia, go to Cuba, and criticize the government over there and see how long you want to be there for. Right? I mean, if you're in Jamaica, I mean, you're born in Jamaica, you're in Jamaica, and give thanks and praise. If you leave it down and decide to go back the way you think you should be, then that's different. And there are people right in America here, they come here, right? They come here, right? They live here, they stay here, and they curse in America. And they're not from here, no. No one only honor and say, stay here, because you gotta stay here. You can't live. I don't get these people, Dervan. Something is wrong with their head, man. Finally, before I go here, by the way, I'm not picking for Africa Love because I love Africa too. One to Africa Love, man, I hear for a long time. The Virgin Africa Love, one to him.
That's a very good question. It's been a long time.
I know they out there know anything about Africa Love. Let us know because it was a regular caller.
That's from the days of Tony Leng. Goodness. Yes.
Yeah, I want to keep it back to Africa, man. I wonder if he's in Africa. I think he's in Africa or
I doubt it, but I remember meeting him though. I remember meeting him. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
He and I think he had a couple of children. I think he had a pair.
Yes. I think I forgot their name now, but you have some really nice children. Yeah.
Yes.
But anyway, anybody know Africa Love this thing? Anybody know Africa Love is? Let us know what happened.
Yes.
Dervan.
That would be something if we could hear him again. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, definitely. Yeah, cool.
All right. Thanks for the call. Take care.
Yeah.
Bye. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices all over the world. Taking your calls on 876-922-4112-5. Hello, good afternoon. Thanks for calling.
Mr. Malcolm.
Hi, Mr. Coombs.
Good evening.
Good afternoon.
Miss Mervis was talking the idea, so they raise up that I know my speculator, I agree. But let me tell you, Mr. Patterson, a good prime minister, but when he was in power, let me tell you, me him said the amount of the license can be you can't reach so good, but can be on your buy and sell there. So listen, if everywhere you go, license can be me used to go from my brother airport from Canada. And the amount of people approach different people. So I want the bank should have buy the money and sell them on the bank. You are by me and by Jam all the time, whenever you must be going against each other. So you see, yes, I agree, but see, I tell you when I always start, when me Prime Minister Patricia said, I am with Baba, me sit down and my wife for the evening, I say, well, my wife really do good, you know. So I thought, was Jamaica go and PRVIMF, when me call me big shot one cousin, a fair cousin, and you Joshua, me tell you about him, your brother, man, there. He said, no, man, at the private sector, them the money, did you go and money, pan, what you call it, paper, not paper. You say what? And then the interest rate, what do you
Government paper?
Yeah, yeah. So me say, I government of Jamaica, PFAMF, I never know, so you know, I don't know what to learn. So you see, people start, what them know, talk and them, what start from, you will talk from the beginning, what me don't know if you don't know, but she a teacher. All right, that is that. Me and one man, I tell you, assignment class, get you, but you see, Mr. Malcolm, free talking, free, you know. So Mr. Man, they make what land moves come out. I see Mr. Michael Man, the winner. Mr. Dervan, you're young. But you see a boulevard where stuff like the Marvel come down. My man, you marry that out there was, you know. Them behind the big, big road there and cut up in the house and the people, cockburn penny, so 2 bedrooms, somebody come, bathroom and everything. And some of the people, them build board house and live in it and rent out of the house. £4 in a month to cockburn penny, somebody come.
Come on, pronounce it the right way. It's Coburn Gardens.
Right, yeah, yeah.
I'm troubling you.
You know, two better color, Mr. Malcolm.
Yes.
2 better color, can't pay for the month. Right? 2 better color, yard nigga, sure, see. One thing I look is quash. That I ruin the people, that I ruin grant the market for £4. So, me not really want to fight on people, but you see, when I'm talking to you, I know them one banana go Jamaica, I'm 86. I mean, talk with old people, man, we can't read some of you know. We moving most old people. My father was a music man, Indian music man, and he go to Jamaica, and me go with him. And me sit down and listen to them. When I'm talk, you know, when I'm a music break, this one I some who don't have a drink and my chat about this one. Some of them talk in language, me understand the lyrics. Some of them talk in English. I saw come million from Malcolm. Old people, million from. And my education. One man, you might attach to me, you might Adventist. We learn no from him. One man, you might ordinaries. All that jelly get up, great in Suwai Street. He work 6 months in Suwai Street and 6 months at Kenpies. He say, when he save at the factory, he can't keep it free baton and go to the train. So he get maybe 3 shillings a chain, 10 or 15 shillings, 15 3 shillings, 23 shillings at £3. You can't want £3 at train so easy when you limit you. So, anyway, I remind people that they know what I'm talking about. The ABC, man, I know about me about, but you take a good man before me, no? Thanks for listening.
All right. Thank you for the call. Take care. Bye-bye. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices all over the world. Taking your calls on 876-922-4112 to 5. 876-922-4112 to 5. Text line, same as the WhatsApp number, which means you can not only send us your text messages, but also your WhatsApp messages, your voice notes. You can even call us via WhatsApp, 876-365-3346, 876-365-3346. A couple of trending stories on the Gleaner.com, Jamaica-Gleaner.com website. Inmate escapes from Tamarind Farm Correctional Center. Lionel Messi, finalist for MLS Newcomer of the Year award. NEPA encourages developers to build more vertical structures. Trial pushed back for man accused of girlfriend's stabbing death. Man pleads guilty in murder and kidnapping of Paul Well's infant daughter and her mother. Agriculture Minister says farmers should grow more ginger for global market. Former British police officer jailed for abusing more than 200 girls on Snapchat. Dear God. Let's continue with more on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM. Good afternoon. Thanks for calling.
Good afternoon, Mr. Malcolm.
Good afternoon.
First time on the program, sir.
Welcome.
And I've been listening over the years. And happy 30th year anniversary to you also, sir.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yes, I'm also a blind man. Calling from the parish of Manchester, sir.
Good to have you on board. Welcome.
Yes, sir. A district named Hibernia.
Hibernia.
Yes, sir. Manchester.
Mm-hmm. That's one of the English place names.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm calling you, Mr. Malcolm. I just want to, if you could I get a number for him. Richie Nibar, please, sir.
Richie Nibar.
Yes, sir.
You are conversant with you're able to send text messages?
No, sir.
Okay. Well, let's see. Well, perhaps what you could do, we could just take your number off air.
Yes, sir.
And then, let me see, we would call you and give you the number. Yeah, man, that's fine.
Yes.
So, all right, just hold the line. We'll just take your name and number.
Yes, sir.
And share the information with Richie Nibar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
4:45. Power 106 FM, the digital sound, now reaching you in more ways. Listen to us on 106.1 to 106.9 on the FM band. You can also listen to us on the Power 106 FM app, which you can download on the Google Play Store or the App Store. Plus, listen to us on onespotmedia.com and the OneSpot Media app, or log on to go-jamaica.com. Power 106 FM, where all views can contend, giving you powerful talk radio in so many ways, on air and online.
Oh, with my eyes I see it. Troubles and danger for me, but destiny, where my destiny leads me, I must go. Yeah. I've got a hard road to travel, a rough way to go. Said it's a hard road to travel, in the rough.
¿Qué hora es en español? Son las 5 menos 13. Quelle heure est-il en français? Les 5 heures moins 13. Sciences, TDN le, Wu Dien Cha Shi San Fen. 13 minutes past 4 o'clock. 13 minutes to 5 o'clock, I beg your pardon. 13 minutes to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Here at Broadcast House 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica. Good afternoon to all working Jamaicans tuned into both sides of the story here on Power 106 FM. It's a good time for us to ask ourselves, how productive have we been today? How productive have we been today? Let's continue with more on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM. Albert in Coconut Creek, Florida says, hail up, Mr. Hibernia man, next to my district, Dervan. We hear you loud and clear, Albert. Thank you very much for your message and all the very best. And thanks to Noel for calling through a short while ago, the gentleman from Hibernia in Manchester, who is blind, but still quite active and involved. And we have shared your number with Richie Nibar. We have shared your number with Richie Nibar. And it sounds like you're already in touch with him. You have some connection with him already. So you should be able to complete that circle. But if you're having any issues, you can feel free to call us back and we'll do our best to ensure that you are properly connected with Richie Nibar. But as it is now, we have sent him your first name. We have sent Richie Nibar your first name and his number, so you can keep in touch or get in touch depending on what the situation is. In the meantime, let's take some more calls. 876-922-4112-5. 876-922-4112-5. Text line same as the WhatsApp number. 876-365-3346. Hello, good afternoon. Thanks for calling.
Good afternoon, Dervan.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, man, I see. Man, the ball out Africa now, better like, that. I like that, Better like and Dervan. And Dervan, the other thing I want to talk about, like the soccer is very sad with the women's soccer team, when it comes to money, and then dealing with the dollars, and they acknowledge that they have other important competition that was coming up, going on,
Yes.
Very sad, we got to work with the thing in a way, because we have a tendency, with society where to we live up to the other people, them are lesser people, we do things like how we please, you understand, and if them we displease, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Rather than in a way, no matter where you live at, Because whether did really help them in the World Cup now, and then they're taking so long to cycle the things, and they have money and they do what the people supposed to get, and they know people are gonna pay them. Pay the people then. So people fit a lot of them,
Mm-hmm.
And then Dervan, you see, concerning the jail situation, I'm one thing with Mr. Chuck, I like what he said. But at the same time, the state government, members of parliament and former parliament here, saying that the jail condition in Jamaica very poor and they refuse the British jail. That's a fact to them wrong. And we have high crime during from those times too, you understand? Because everything we try to put to this old slavery deal. The British deal right now go out and jail some people. Britain help Jamaica and a lot of other ways currently, I think the prison half of the British High Commission said they will not take it off the table. And Jamaica says won't be a proper prison where it serves its sitting strict. That's why if an MP or a senator so get arrested, they try everything for them to go cook and then I want for them friends to go and do a type of jail, but it's okay if we downtown, man, and the south, man, and the west, man, and east, man, to go, but not for their friend above half a tree. Understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We've got to build proper facilities now. In America, when people got jail, they have their own flush toilet, their own bunk, their own bed, and then things on newspaper, pieces, bucket, and things like that. That's how we treat each other, that's what I'm telling you. And we have enough money in this country where people bandul and take, and people can't take money with them. That's how America them develop in the Dervan. People build prosperity, Not that donkey thinking with that prosperity, not prosperity. And people being knowing that life goes on and you try to set it better for future generations. And that's what we're not doing in Jamaica. And it's very important in capitalism too, for PSOJ charity. In America, a lot of the prisons and private prisons, they be good prisons. And lease to government with proper amenities. I think government should think about that method too. So you have high crime, and it's not just downtown people or ghetto people do crime. They have white collar crime with money gone, right?
I don't think so. I think there is some amount of recovery of the money.
all right, but it has went, so people involved in the thing, or some people do crimes too, and so forth, and then it becomes appalling. Even with warrants, if you go to arrest them because they don't want their friends spend a hour in those sort of facilities, that is okay for the rest of the nation. You get what I'm saying?
We hear you loud and clear.
Large number of congressmen are kind of people got jail and then jail because it's the set amenities and very good amenities. And we've got to do that. So we care about we and residents of people because America, because America. But you can critique, I just was reading 2010, Miss Yvette Clark, Jamaica diaspora president, with a turn of the observer, all type of people saying, we do the extradition. We must obey the order king. And in Grave verses 6 in Newark, telling them about how much court order lies in the laws. And now
Yes.
one of them will
You obviously have a lot on your mind and on your plate. And we thank you for calling and sharing with us. But we are coming close to that point where we have to wrap. So thank you very much for the call, and please feel free to call again. But for now, can we thank you once again for the privilege of serving you on yet another edition of your program, Both Sides of the Story, for today, Thursday, the 26th of October, 2023. The moving finger writes, and having writ moves on, nor all your piety nor wit the moving finger writes, and having writ moves on, nor all your piety nor wit shall lure it back to cancel half a line, nor all your tears wash out a word of it. All things being well, both sides of the story returns tomorrow afternoon, 2 to 5. Till then, this is Dervan Malcolm reminding all of us that every day is an opportunity to do better than yesterday. Take care.
I've got a hard road to travel in the rough way to go. Said it's a hard road to travel in the rough way to go. But I can't turn back. My heart is fixed, my mind's made up. Though I'll never stop in my faith. We'll see me through. I gotta tell you, all alone, this lonesome road I roam, I've got no love. Oh, my very own. Oh, the river gets deeper, hills get steeper, and the pain gets deeper every day. Yeah. I've got a hard road to travel and a rough way to go. Said it's a hard road to travel and a rough way to go. But I can't turn back. My heart is fixed, my mind's made up. Though I'll never stop in my faith, we'll see me through. One more thing, dream of home, far beyond the sea. Well, there is love, peace and joy for me. Oh, in my eyes I see it. Troubles and danger for me, but destiny, where my destiny leads me, I must go. Yeah. I've got a hard road to travel, a rough way to go. Said it's a hard road to travel, a rough way to go. But I can't turn back. My heart is fixed, my mind's made up. Though I'll never stop, my faith will see me through. Oh, help me somebody, yeah. Help me somebody. Somebody please. Help me right now.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
5 o'clock.
News, comprehensive, powerful, and credible.
Power 106 FM now presents a simulcast of Radio Jamaica's News at 5.